Hey you guys, it's Nicole and I'm here for Vlogtober days 20, 21, and 22, and it's going to be the controversial parenting tag, and this is going to be like an updated version. Some of these are going to still be the same from my last controversial parenting tag, but the last controversial parenting tag I did was when I was pregnant, so I'm just going to do an updated version. The first one is pro-life versus pro-choice, and I am still pro-life. I don't believe in abortion, but I do know that there are some people that end up getting raped or, you know, those shitty situations. I do understand that happens, but I still believe like that it happens for a reason and that nobody is a mistake. Baby wearing. I still really don't have a negative opinion on baby wearing. I don't see any problem with it. I don't personally baby wear, since I feel like when I do, then I'm being like, I feel pregnant again, because Aaliyah is super heavy and I'd rather not go there. So I don't baby wear personally, but I don't see a problem with it. Circumcision, just like in my last controversial parenting tag, I'm not going to share my views on circumcision with you guys because because I feel like it is none of your business what I do with my future son's penis. And for those of you people who like to force non-circumcision on me, then I would just like to let you guys know that if you guys do feel the need to tell me about your penis, then it will not even be considered for being approved. Your comment will be removed and blocked. Adoption, just like in my other video, adoption, I am still all for adoption. I think that adoption is a fantastic thing, and that it is my what would you call it, if I were to get pregnant again and it was an accident, like it was too soon, then I would definitely be all for adoption and not abortion, because it is my personal choices that gets me there, and I'm not gonna, you know, kill a life that should have been on this earth and kills that child's chance of making a difference in this world just because I couldn't support it. I would give it to a family who could. Baby piercing. In my last video I talked about, it's like piercing little girls' ears or whatever, or like getting their ears pierced. In my last video I told you guys that I wanted to wait till Aaliyah was like old enough to where like I could take her to go get her ears pierced for like a birthday present or something, or like just like a special outing or whatever. But I don't know, like I've been really feeling the want to go get her ears pierced, but I still feel like it might be better if I wait. I still think it would be fun for us to both go get our ears pierced. Like I would get my third row. Huh?
You don't want her tugging on it either.
Yeah, right. She's gonna be tugging on it. She already messes with her ears a lot to begin with. So yeah, I definitely feel like we should wait till she's older. But breast milk versus formula. Obviously I'm all about breast milk. In my last video I was still pregnant, so I was still all for breastfeeding, and I still am, but I do formula feed Aaliyah, and I just feel like breastfeeding is very stressful, and I think that any woman who can stick with it and, you know, keep breastfeeding, then that is freaking awesome, and I admire you for that. So I'm definitely all for breastfeeding. Spanking. I feel like spanking, like beating the crap out of your child, is completely ridiculous. There are certain forms of like spanking that I do agree with, like, you know, like a tap on the wrist, or, you know, a spank like on the butt, just for like when they just will not listen. I do feel it is sometimes necessary. Co-sleeping. I do agree with co-sleeping. I feel like there's an appropriate time for it and a non-appropriate time for it. I did co-sleep with Aaliyah when she was a newborn, and I loved it that way. I had her in a boppy pillow, so she wasn't like, she wasn't like just like in the bed by herself. She was in a boppy pillow and she slept up against the wall, so she wasn't gonna go anywhere. But I loved it. I loved feeling so close to her and cuddling with her and taking naps with her. Like, that was one of my favorite things when she was a newborn. But I do feel like there is a certain time where co-sleeping isn't safe anymore, and that's like when they start rolling and start, you know, like being more mobile. I feel like that's the time when they should be like either in a bassinet or a crib. Home versus public versus private versus charter schooling. I definitely, like, I used to think that like public schooling was the best option, and there still are. I still do think that I am gonna put Aaliyah in public school just because I think she needs to learn how to socialize with other kids, you know, go through the public school stage. We'll probably put her in a public school, but after all, like, these like bomb threats going around and shootings going on in schools, like, it's kind of being an iffy subject, so I guess we'll just have to see. Vaccinations. I definitely agree with vaccinations. Medicating children. Is that like Tylenol and shit?
No, probably like bipolar meds. Well,
Oh, like
probably
bipolar?
like medicates like ADD meds and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, medicating children. If this has to do with like ADD pills and stuff like that, like bipolar, I think that's complete bullshit. Like, children should not be put on those sorts of pills. Like, I've known or heard of little children that have been put on ADD medication, or Ritalin, and that's freaking ridiculous. Like, people use that shit to get high. They shouldn't be giving it to little children. Cloth versus disposable diapers. I still want to check out cloth diapering, but I haven't gotten the chance yet. Right now we're using disposable diapers. They're definitely expensive, and I'm sure we would be saving a lot more money with cloth diapers, but we just haven't gotten it or been able to like really done the research or figure out where to get them or anything like that. The cry it out method. I do to an extent agree with the cry it out method. I do use it to an extent. I mean, I don't leave Aaliyah in her room crying for hours at a time.